Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today is Friday, and Friday is ruled by Venus. Venus is all about our romance and our finance sector of life. Okay, so those things we like, love, and can't get enough of, and what we will do to draw them in, to attract them to us. And that's going to be an important thing to have in mind today. You know, what it is that we want from the situations that we're in, because we might come upon some surprises, and there's a certain amount of security in knowing that you can act still in the direction of the things that you're trying to draw in. Okay, let's get into these aspects. Today can bring some surprises and upset as new things come to light and possibly return us to old ways of reacting. Trust the internal comparison of what's happening now to the thing from the past that it feels like. You can take it seriously without making it personal. Today is Friday, February 3, 2023. The sun is here in the land of Aquarius along with the planet Saturn. Aquarius's modern ruler is Uranus, who figures heavily in our day-to-day. Uranus, of course, is our change maker, our eye-opener. It can bring surprises, especially today in our work, social, and civic lives. Of course, we all know even pleasant surprises or good news can be stressful. The unexpected often feels like a reason to be cautious, and that's that Saturn vibe that creeps in as a balance to the excitement. So be cautious, but also let's try not to live in denial. The future is here. You can move forward at your own pace, but forward is the direction to go. The waxing gibbous moon is here in the land of Cancer. This is a time when we work to culminate our personal goals, and Cancer's influence invites self-care and the nurture of our home and family environments. Yesterday was Imbolc, or our midpoint celebration between winter solstice and spring equinox. I hope you found it a good time to engage in some cleansing practices and set intentions for the coming year. Regardless, the true heart of spring is coming up in just 6 weeks. Mrs. Rose and I have been on lockdown under an ice storm for the past few days, so I am really ready for the warm-up to begin. Fixed air and cardinal water friends, establishing plans and initiating relationships for support. Some part of our plans can be carried out in solitude. Collaboration, however, will be important to the finished product. Don't hesitate to lean on the people who stand by you. And today we begin on the sun side. This has to do with our experience in the world beyond our front door, who we are and how we show up in our work, social, and civic spaces. At 8:50 this evening, the sun completes a square to Uranus. Here's the sun square to Uranus on the page here. They're 3 signs apart, and that can represent a challenge. Shout outs to my Leo and Aquarius leaning friends. It's easy for a lot of us to feel secure in our homes, especially when we step out into the world, though. We like to feel like we know what's going to happen. Problem is, we're out here with a bunch of other people having their own dramas, following their own purposes. And so, due to events beyond our control, we encounter surprising new developments. The good news is, even an unpleasant surprise can dislodge us from a habitual way of being that hasn't been working. We can gain perspective and, being real with ourselves, adjust our approach accordingly. That's the challenge today. Not allowing ourselves to become overwhelmed when what's called for is a new way of seeing and doing things. The vibe is strongest today and tomorrow, but it will linger with us through about February 10. This brings us to the moon side of the page with lunar aspects. Of course, we focus mainly on how it feels to be us, who we are in private, at home, among the people we keep close. These aspects are all relatively brief, so you can think of them as just for today. Early today at 6:09 a.m., the moon will be opposite to Mercury. Cancer, Gemini, and Virgo friends, moon opposite to Mercury right here on the page. This aspect comes with some cloudy judgment. We may be prone to letting our prejudices get in the way. It can be a good time to find a way to express our thoughts and feelings, either in writing or to get it off your chest with a close friend or family member. And notice that Chiron here is in a square position to both of these planets, more Virgo vibes, lending us the motivation to try to sort things out, which can help when we're trying to separate our feelings from the facts. Finally, after midnight tonight at 12:19 a.m. Saturday morning, moon goes void, of course, with an opposition to Pluto, Cancer and Scorpio. Stuff comes up when these two vibe together. The opposition aspect indicates the potential for conflict if we can't find balance. Things from the past that we thought were lost, left behind, or even buried can be very present for us. So be cool, my Fonzies. This too shall pass. The important thing is to notice and accept the reality without allowing it to overwhelm you. And the void, of course, period will be about 2.5 hours. If you're awake at this hour, it's a good time to read, journal, meditate, or otherwise engage in some creative practice that calms the mind and focuses the intent. The moon will then move on into the land of Leo, and we get to talk about that on tomorrow's episode. Coming up tomorrow, Venus culminates a challenging square to its partner Mars. The full moon in Leo on Sunday will be our day to wind up the work of culmination and to sit back and celebrate the feeling of accomplishment. And then on Monday, Mercury sextile Neptune will help us get creative with our plans and communications. And that's it for today's astrology, friends. Thank you for tuning in for the second half of this vlog where we seek further insight from Tarot. Please check out my other channel, Astrology Today and Tarot with Mel Rose. The link is in the description. I appreciate you all so much for being here. My love and gratitude go out to each and every one of you, and I will see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.